minutes. We're going to take a moment here just to make sure everything's working just exactly right. Oops. I thought, test this out. We're in a transformative phase here. We're trying to upgrade quality. Not of the gameplay. The gameplay's about as good as I can make it get most days. Some days it's garbage, but in terms of stream quality and video quality. A lot of the feedback I get from you guys is step up your game in terms of that stuff, and that's what I've been kind of working on. Alright. Looks like we got everything working just exactly right. We got Yubnub, Ramon, hello everyone, Lester, Dazzler, Luke, Gearhead, Pizza Rolls, Carlos, Daniel, Zap, Todd, Chewy. We got Haritha, Ben, JP, David's in the house, Hive, what's up? JT, Randy. If I'm watching this on the Xbox, but I have an iPad here to read chat, am I counting as 2 views? Probably, I would assume so. Yeah, if you have 2 different versions of YouTube open, then you're probably doubling up. What's up, Jeff? Good morning. Fandango, Joey, Shrimp, Shads, we got Keith, Ghazi, Lord Lelouch. Always quality over quantity. Is there any delay in the stream? Yeah, probably. Let's see. Fine day for some salt. Anyway. And by the way, we're breathing down the neck of this 15K here. We actually might hit it during the stream, which would be interesting because I've been itching to give away prizes. And perhaps we would at least scratch the itch today. No promises. We'll keep an eye on it though. Looks like we're 9 subscribers away from 15,000 at the moment, which is pretty wild. What's up, Coy? Gabrielson. Sup, Jedi Master? Hey, David. Good morning, Dark Too Light. Well, I'm going to leave that noise reduction on. And you guys tell me. I'm particularly, I can't hear the stream output when it's going on. But if it's kind of cutting into the voice or whatever, making it sound like I'm on a cell phone in the middle of the Himalayas, that would be something I'd be looking out for. Smash the like. Ooh, I like that. Like, love, adore. Similar to the Vidi, Vinici, live, laugh, love. Well, you know what it is. We got Sunday. That means we got premium missions up the wazoo. Now, normally I would recommend just hitting them with AI as quickly as possible. Let's see. Oh man. I think I forgot to do these missions yesterday, the daily trials. Anyway. So we'll just kind of go through the tiers. You guys can let me know which premiums you want to see at each tier. Probably do the Yahagi at 4, just so we can keep working on this thing. Yeah, we'll start off tier 2. We got 3 options. My favorite tier. Yeah, we got Smith, Campbelltown, and Oleg. Probably my 3 least favorite ships that I own, so. Itching to receive those prizes. Badly in need of premium ships. Yeah, so we probably won't do any ships today. I got ships and crates. But maybe we'll do some giveaways towards the end, maybe not. I mean, we'll see what the situation is. I don't want to be staring at the subscribers all stream here. But yeah, well, I'm planning on next Saturday is going to be the main event. We'll do some giveaways here and there between now and then, assuming we hit 15,000. So eligible arenas would be Twitter, my Discord, YouTube video comments. So basically the links to all that stuff will be in the description of this. And then the video comments, of course, will be on any videos. Campbelltown. See, I wish I had this Mikasa just because you guys always, that's probably my most requested ship. And I asked them to give me one, but they refused. We'll have prizes left for next stream. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're not, if we do any prizes today, it'll just be a little bit of a taste. Yeah, Campbelltown, looks like we're getting the goofball tier, yeah. What's the current best legendary destroyer, including Gearing? I would say the Gearing, yeah. No Katori. No, I don't get any of these tier 2s. Thank you, Icy. Yeah, it would be 100k this year would be amazing. It's not written down on my achievable goal list, but you never know. Alright, Campbelltown it is. Tier 2 has better players than Tier 7. Yeah, not necessarily incorrect. Some of the players at Tier 7 are much better. Some of them are worse. So at least the Tier 2 players will move within range to engage the enemy. Some guys at Tier 7... I was just pausing to think. I forgot I had an idea for a video along those lines. I should write that down. Tier 2 sucks, bro. Oh, you got it. Yeah, normally I would play this with AI and I would run the Smith. I can win that 99.9% of the time and we can get over with about 5 minutes usually. If you're trying to grind AI just to get missions done and the game goes longer than 6 minutes, that's when I start to get a little testy. Because we're there to get things done. So yeah, this ship, 2 guns. It's like fairly long range torps for a low tier destroyer here. And then there's TNT inside, so you kind of want to ram people with this thing. Thoughts on the Sashio? It's pretty good. It's not my... I mean, it's pure Japanese destroyer, you know, there's... The guns are probably the worst tier 6 guns. You know, it is what it is. I actually had a really good game recorded on it, but now I've switched over my methodology, so I don't think we're gonna wind up using it. A lot of people are getting the Sashio. It must be in the Christmas crates, I think. So I've been getting a lot of requests to check it out. Maybe we can look at it at tier 6 today. We'll see. Looks like we got regular smokes on this puppy. What's going on? You got 1 launcher per side, apparently. If you can't tell, I don't ever play this thing. Looks like he might eat that. Oh yeah. I don't even think we're not responsible for any spotting, so we could potentially sit here and drop the smoke. Maybe that's what we should do. I don't think this thing's going to be able to gun down to St. Louis. Looks like he's zoomed in his binoculars, so he's either going to beach there or he's going to kind of turn in that way, and those are his options. So there's the turn. If he turns hard, that'll miss. If he turns just to go around the island, those actually probably will hit him. Oh, looks like he's dead already. That's good. And we got a destroyer in the cap. You can see we're contested. Take a decade to reload. Yeah, only 4 torps per side. I don't know what the reload is. It's fairly lengthy. Dursky, that sounds like a Russian. I'll probably want to try and fight him with 2 guns. We'll find out. See if we can knock his engine out with those torps coming in. Nope. Looks like he got away. Ooh. Hit him. Oh! Oh, they turned back out. This guy's crazy. Alright. So the key to playing your tier 2 game every week is you gotta win the son of a bitch. You don't want to get bogged down playing tier 2 all day. At least I don't want to. Guns are complete doo-doo? Yeah, no, there's... I don't think we can zoom in. I'm assuming we got 1 gun per... Yeah, 1 gun per turret, so we got 2 guns on this thing. Now, if you want to maximize your DPM, you would basically rush at the ships and kind of flip back and forth like a fish on land. Kind of like you can do in the... You know, the Marblehead, the... What's the Golden Fist guy? Whatever that thing is. Nassau. Kind of like that. If you really want to increase your DPM by 50%. Tubelight coming in hot. I believe in karma. Let the karma play a big role in your 15,000 giveaway back to me. Happy to hear it. Thank you, Tubelight. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's usually, we've done these giveaway streams. I think we did it at 5,000 and 10,000 subs. It's actually pretty cool, Wargaming, you know, hooking us up with the prizes. Alright, so we got him on the run. He's just pissing his pants because he's got this 2-gun Gambletown coming at him. Oh shit, they're coming back. Dursky super quick torp reload. Yeah, a lot of those Russians, the torps reload pretty quickly. Okay, how can we end this game as quickly as possible? Guess we can rush this Charlestown. Oh. Shit. So one of the problems with letting the team have a cap for a while is they get enough points that you can't mercy rule them and get these games over with quickly. That's how those AI games go from 5 minutes to like 12 minutes, which is a disaster. Because they will get the cap. It's not worth your time or energy trying to get caps in AI. But occasionally, if they do a really good job of actually getting the caps, then the games can drag on. Want a ship from his stream? Oh, nice. Yeah, basically what it's going to be is any premium that's available at the tiers. So we got a couple tier 4s, a couple tier 5s, a couple tier 6s. If you can go to the store and buy it, then you can win it. If it's not available, then they're not going to let me give it away right now. And then the crates, I'd have to double check. I think it was the big Santa crate, but alright, just go down, man. Holy fuck. Nobody wants to watch this shit. When will the stream with the giveaways be? Next Saturday, basically at the same time that we started today. So 20 minutes ago, wherever you live. In 6 days is the plan. Alright, captured 3 bases. Got 18 hits with the main guns. That's how it's done. Yeah, I'll keep you updated as the week goes on. I'm going to be bogged down with work for the first 4 days of the week, and then I'll be able to really sit down and focus on it. Yeah, let's see. Tier 3, you guys can pick this time. We got Arkansas or Arkansas FE. Arkansas FE is the Hegon build. This is the secondary build. Walkie, I haven't changed builds yet, so you can just put a Walkie if you want to see that. Yubari, G101, the same thing, really only have one build, or the Golden Fisted Nassau. Thanks, Nanashi. Appreciate that. G101 sheds. Don't get the West Virginia. Yeah, we can look at what is in the store right now. Let's just take a look here. So I think you can, first off, you can go to the, you know, like, what? Did they get rid of the, they used to have some ships on these pages. What's this? Oh, we got a premium tab here. Now we don't have tier 7, but alright, you can go to this page. You got the Krasny Krim at tier 4. T-61, Degrasse, Mutsu, Warspite, Dunkirk. I mean, I'd personally be really pleased with any of those. Atlanta. Can't go wrong with that. Especially if you don't have running water in your area. It's an easy way to get a shower every day. Or, let's see, ooh, what's this? 10 promotion orders, alright. Or you can go to this ships tab here and then find, you know, here we got a tier 6 Indianapolis, tier 6 Hood, I believe. Yeah. Cheshire, Kid. Ooh, we got the Kid. Nelson, Flint, Ashitaka, Gallant, Charlemagne, Hotneck, Terrible. I mean, these are all West Virginia's on there. Abruzzi. You know, so as long as it's on one of these, if you can buy it from the Son of Guns, then we can give it away. As long as it's tier 4, tier 5, tier 6, you know, whatever tier you win. Essentially, that's what you're going to be winning, a tier 6 premium. And then you can tell me whatever you're interested in. No ships today, but maybe crates, maybe not. We'll see. What's up, Taylor? G101. Fist your enemy. What's up from Ohio? What up? Do the Hegon. Hey, T-Bots, Happy New Year. Yeah, we can try the old Hegon machine. Boozy. Got 173 tuning in. We got 75 likes. If you don't mind hitting the like button, I do appreciate it. YouTube actually does take that information and they kind of say to themselves, we got Johnny Potato watching here. What should we show them? And if a lot of people are liking this, Johnny Potato might see some gameplay that'll improve their gameplay. And then next time they're on your team, maybe they won't back up, sit there broadside at the back of the map, buffing their Dewey the whole game. You never know. No guarantees. Thank you, John. What's up, DK? General quarters. How do you feel about tech tree ships from PC become premiums? I don't think that's happened, has it? I'm not a guy that demands the same PC version or the same version of the game. You know, they start with the same source material. Now, when the game was released 2 years ago, roughly, it was, from what I understand, it was pretty strictly adherent towards that game, but it's kind of developed its own ecosystem naturally. You know, it's kind of, you let that shit go, and then its own Darwinisms kicked in. So the game's becoming balanced differently, which I think is good. Like the Ubari on PC sucks, and our version is god tier, so just because something is something on a different version of the game, I don't think it necessarily has to adhere to it. That said, I mean, I don't think we've seen an example of that. Maybe we have, and I'm not remembering it. You're in middle school? I want to see some hot Dewey action. What's the word on aircraft carriers? No word since the last time. Basically, my expectations was we'll see the test event relatively soon. I've always been kind of predicting next update, but it could be an update after that. You know, we'll see. The name of the game that developers are kind of figuring out is stop giving firm deadlines to shit, and stop showing too much until it's ready to go. Because you know, Bethesda, you know, the cyberpunk thing that's going on. I haven't looked that close to that game, but it sounds like there's some disappointed people. You know, but you get people where, let's say there's come up with a date, January 30th. Oops. You know, and then all of a sudden they can't meet that deadline. Well, rather than having to deal with the angry mob online for 6 weeks, which is probably pretty annoying, they'll just say, you know, they won't tell you exactly when they're planning on releasing something. Then when it comes around, when it's ready to go, then they'll tell you. So I think that's the trend that we're going to see. But just my own sense is that they're trying to get it out relatively soon here. Farragut. What is this? AI? No. That was an actual player. Okay. If you're a destroyer, do not go through that gap. I mean, you're going to get nuked every time. Not every time. Sometimes it'll work, but it's a lower percentage play than you typically want to be employing. Ah, you lucky fuck. You got away with that.
Torpedoes astern.
Yeah, we know there's torpedoes coming.
Torpedoes astern.
Hey, Bugsby. Ooh. My God. Why are you... Yeah, well, we got 4 ships in the one grid here in the middle of the map. And we're down 2 destroyers to 0 destroyers, so you guys tell me, analyze the game. Let's see if we're on the same page. Is this looking like a strong win? A tough win? Could go either way, or are we going to get our asses kicked? I got my answer dialed in. You guys let me know what you think. Oh! There goes the Kuma.
Torpedoes to port.
Torpedoes to port. It's too bad this guy that was coming through this gap got stuck in the island. No, he's going to go try and take on the 1v4. Let's see how that works out for him.
Torpedoes to port.
Exalted Fiber. Let's see what you got, my boy. Can he kill a battleship, 2 cruisers, and a destroyer single-handedly? Yeah. I don't want to shoot him. Not really the strategy I would be employing if I was controlling all the ships on this team here. What is this guy doing? Oops!
The enemy team has taken the lead.
Oh, the Nassau did not win that fight. Let's see. Anyone predict that? Only matter of time till their DDs die. I mean, not if they can survive the first 5 minutes, then they're usually not suicidal, you know. These guys are both trying to stay alive. At least to a certain extent. These aren't tier 7 destroyer players, so they're not going to try and suicide torp every single time. They might accidentally know what they're doing. I don't think we're going to win this one. Alright, who's next? Let's see if the Emily can 1v6 the team back there. Let's see what you got. Danae? Oh, shit. Alright. Oh, fuck. There's another big hit. Ah, we're in the crossfire. That's very interesting. See, if you spread out, you can actually get these things called crossfires, where one guy's got access to your side no matter which way you point. Strong play.
Torpedoes direct
Much
front.
stronger than balling up and dropping anchor. Whoops. Oh, we got it from every angle. Hey, go!
Enemy cruiser foundered.
Come on, Danae. You knew it was gonna happen.
The ship is on fire.
Beautiful suicide torp rush there. Oh, yes. Your team sucks. Yeah, win stats. I mean, you can always make the argument, you know, how am I going to win that game? And we're pretty clearly going to get the only kill on the game. The game I got posted for Monday, our team killed 5 people. I was the one that killed every single person. I mean, it happens. But kind of the argument for why win rate is still valuable is, well, everyone's subjected to Johnny Potato at the same rate, you know. Most games are going to have 8 bad players on your team. Some games you have 6 bad players. Some games you have 9 if you're the bad players. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the odds are you're gonna have just as many bad players as the enemy team, so I guess win rate is a reflection of your ability to overcome the bad players on your team. So I feel like in that game we weren't able to overcome the attempts by our team, conscious or subconscious, to drag us down into the gutter. What's up, Dane? All the students try to kill the teacher. Yeah, well, I don't think we're gonna win that one. I guess we can check the score at least. Since this guy's not long for this world. What's the news with the giveaway? Well, I mean, next Saturday is the planned day for the main event. Assuming we hit 15,000 subscribers between now and then. But if we hit it today, for instance, we may or may not dabble with crate giveaways, or between now and then we may put a giveaway on Twitter, for instance, or Discord perhaps, or videos that have been published between now and then in the comments section. You never know. So okay, there we go. Thank you. I feel like it was a Krispy Kreme that was dragging out the last game too. Was I? Maybe I'm remembering that wrong. I don't think we're gonna get a big score there either, but unfortunately, the Emily must have DQ'd the one that was sitting by me doing nothing. DC'd, I guess. DQ'd. All right, well, let's try a different tier 3. Saw some G101 requests. Let's try this thing. Give us a game of the Prince. Yeah, I want to try and knock out these lower tier guys first. We'll get there, hopefully. What's up, Mr. Jet? Don't get why the Wargaming wants to make the console versions so different. I mean, over the years, we've always heard that console players can't handle like complex mechanics, and I've always rolled my eyes until I really started to study the player base, and starting to wonder. I mean, it's usually the people that are trying to learn about the game, they're going to do just fine, you know, but some of these average Goombas out there, I don't know if they could handle anything too complex. So I don't know. But the systems have different resources, or the ability to utilize resources, different processors, that sort of thing. You know, I'm not a game designer, but I think in terms of like memory, shots floating through the air like that, you know, I think that's really intensive. So that probably accounts for the fewer ships per side, just because these old processors can't handle it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the PC version already exists. Why create something that already exists? It's like, I would wish that Bethesda, rather than updating Skyrim for 10 years and selling it on every fucking thing known to man, would just make the next Elder Scrolls game. But I guess they're in the same camp you are. Just keep selling the same game over and over. So who knows? I'm sure there's plenty of reasons, business and non-business related. Okay, who do we got spot in here? Anyone? Who knows why they do what they do? How do you have it set up to your stream? PlayStation. So basically you get a capture card. In my case, it's something called an Elgato 60, or I don't know what the hell it is. Oh, that lucky fuck. And then, rather than the line that goes from your PlayStation to your TV, you intercept that by putting this capture card in that space, and then you line out that to your TV. So basically, it's pulling data from your video game console. It sends it to the PC. Then you put a streaming program on that end and set it all up and stir vigorously. And then you get this amazing product that we're all watching right now. Yeah, I'm in the process of changing how I'm making the videos, so I'm hoping you guys, when you watch the video on Monday, you're going to be like, wow, this looks a lot better, or it sounds better. So it's been something I've been trying to get the equipment to put together. I've been trying to get the mental know-how. You actually have to figure out how to use these programs. And if you're kind of a Nimrod like I am, that can be easier said than done. But yeah, step one, we're going to try and update the videos, then eventually we're going to get the PlayStation 5 here, and I'm kind of working on a new setup for the stream as well, so that's kind of my goal for Q1 of 2021 here. We'll see how well I can accomplish it. This poor Iwaki's kind of... You got a G101 by it, you got to understand it spits torps out quite a bit. I'm reducing how much we can use because we're going backwards. You got 2 front launchers here. But when your team's getting routed, as is to be expected, there's only so much you can do. Luckily for us, we can potentially kill the Iwakis. Shit, man, they could potentially kill us, so... Be real nice if this fucking guy back here would actually shoot. Alright, drop spot, get the fuck out of there. Shit. Oh! Go down, you son of a bitch. There we go. Yeah, we're coming back. Let's see, how can we do this? Gotta get rid of this Arkansas. It's not an FE Arkansas, which is like the pirate class of Seal Clubber, but it is still a Seal Clubber vessel. Come on, hit that fuck. Nope. I think he's kind of stuck here. You gotta recognize, though, the battleship's shooting this guy. Now, I'd much rather him kill the Iwaki. If the Iwaki's dead, I can nuke this with minimal danger to myself. But most players are only going to shoot battleships. Look at this cruiser rushing the battleship. Iwaki rushing an Orion. Not... Place your bets. I mean, you can say, what the fuck are you doing? And I'd be on board with that criticism. But I got news for you. The Iwaki is not going to get away with rushing the battleship. Kind of like we're not going to get away with it. Alright, that might be enough tier 3 for a while. My Might be tough to get a PlayStation in quarter one without paying. I don't know. I've been looking at StockX and the price has gone down quite a bit. I mean, once the pressure to buy, that is Christmas, is gone, which it is, I think the guys that are playing the resell game at this point in time are really low, or they're rolling the dice, you know. You got to be pretty careful. I mean, these guys, if they buy 1,000 units now, they're going to get stuck with some. Whether it's 1 unit or 984, that's the dice roll. I mean, from a reseller's perspective, I think they're probably like, okay, we did what we did. We got our money. Let's move on to whatever else they resell. Can we play West Virginia for Tier 5? Yeah. Try and remind me, but I usually like playing that one. Just got your Iowa. Any tips? Yeah, I mean, if it's your first battleship at Tier 7, my most helpful tip that you probably don't want to hear is grind out all your Tier 3 battleships first, then all the Tier 4s. Work your way up to Tier 7. So the more experience you got, the better you can actually do at Tier 7. Iowa specific tips. You know, if you concentrate on your armor angling, it's pretty sturdy. Pretty accurate. What you don't want to do is hit it in reverse and put the controller down. Typical Iowa strategy. Yeah, I mean, I get new players are always in a hurry to get to the top tiers, but kind of stunts their growth a little bit. The only magical thing that happens at Tier 7 is players that know how to aim can really fuck you up. Where are my targets at? Who is spotted? Oh, our spotter is playing behind me. No wonder I can't see anything. That explains it. Oh, a few resellers. Inventory's either gone or have 1 or 2 left. Yeah, I mean, you know, there was guys. I was keeping an eye on things. I wasn't planning on buying. I wanted to make the capital purchase during 2021 for tax purposes, but you know, I was keeping an eye on things just because I want to get one relatively soon. Now, the version of the game. This is the only game I'm planning on playing on PlayStation at the moment. And if you get the PlayStation 5, you're playing the version I'm playing right now. The only difference that I'm aware of is when you or your teammates pop a radar, there's a bit of an animation. It probably loads a little bit quicker and looks better. But they haven't actually, like, re-optimized this game yet. I think Xbox, they may have done that. You might be actually playing the PlayStation, or the Xbox 5 version, or Xbox, whatever the fuck the number is, version of the game if you get that, but that's not the case here. But basically I want to get it because I'm getting back to the setup that I've been working on, rather than moving my game system around every time I want to stream or record, which is onerous and annoying and not something I'm interested in doing. I just want to put the new console next to my new computer that I have set up, and then plug it in and set it up and then forget about it. Nice fucking torps. This guy's actually doing a pretty good job of ruining my day back there. I think we're gonna trade our ship to try and kill this guy because he's already fucked me up. Damn it. So, you know, that's the main reason I really want it, is just so I can set up my room and be done with it. Shit. I'm going down. I think we can win this game without me, though. Shit. What the fuck? I mean, my team's doing a great job of spreading out. I'm not going to get mad at them for that, but... Massive overload on the east, where there's nothing really going on there. What the fuck? Like in the Yahagi? Yeah, it's fun. I mean, you just gotta be mindful of the battleships hitting you. But yeah, I've been enjoying it too. Xbox One, XYZ, yes. Did American battleships deteriorate? Oh yeah, that's if you get tempted to sell ships, that's a disaster. But that's another byproduct of kind of rushing up the tiers. Yeah, do not sell any ships. I mean, if you want to sell your tier 2s, fine. But you sell them for half the price you bought them. It's like buying stocks, buy high, sell low. Which is what a lot of people end up doing with their stocks, because they sell them every time the market goes down, so they wait till the market dips, then they buy them when, okay, it looks like things are going well again for the stock market. We'll buy them. Ends up being at the peak. And then they lose all their money in the stock market. Same thing with selling your ships. Don't do it. You're buying them high. You're buying them for 18 million credits. You're selling them for 9. Then you're like, fuck, I want that ship. I'll buy it for 18 again. Alright, I think that's loss proof. We're going to cross our fingers there. But our team looked like they were pretty much surrounding the other guys, so hopefully... Which cruiser commander is good for the French? That's a debate as old as time. I got Roux on mine. So I like to play him a little bit with the dodgeability factor. But I've always been tempted to put some points in lemon. I just don't think... I don't know. We'll get to it. Someday I'll get some POs laying around for those guys. For me, I have always thought they feel better playing with Roux in the driver's seat. Let's just put it that way. How do you see the state of the player base? A lot newer. They don't ever give me numbers or anything, but it seems like the game's growing very rapidly lately. I don't know if it's because of the collaborations they're doing or, you know, whatever it is. We're clearly seeing a lot of new players, which long term is a really good thing. I feel like the gameplay peaked in terms of skill about a year ago. In terms of percentage of players in a given match that knew what they were doing on average. You're gonna do everything to tier 3, do French, British, Japanese, last the German. Well, how do you know you don't like the German BBs if you haven't gotten them to tier 3 at least? I mean, that's the first tier that they exist. I mean, that's part of the advice why I recommend playing the lower tiers and then kind of going up as a rising whole, you know, because well, I can play the tier 3. It doesn't take too many games to grind that out to the tier 4. I can get a feel for what feels different about this than the Americans, you know. Oh. But in addition to determining whether you personally like to play them, also kind of getting an idea of what these battleships or cruisers or destroyers, what are they actually capable of? Well, now when I go against a Pensacola, I know how I want to play the Pensacola. It's why when I play these tier 2 games and I'm like, what the fuck is a Katori? I can assume some things about it because I know a lot about Japanese cruisers, but I've never played a Katori. So maybe my assumptions are right, maybe not. But when I'm playing Tier 7, I've played all the ships extensively. I know what they're capable of. I know what I'd like to be doing if I'm in that ship. I don't necessarily know what Johnny Potato is thinking, but at least it gives you a good starting point. Yeah, where is this bugger? We got a Gwep coming around here. Let's see if we can blast him. Oh, we got an Icarus. We got a double destroyer sandwich. Oh, fuck. Pop the plane and there they go. There it is. Call me combat. Okay, combat. God damn it! Oh, he still hit him a couple times. I was kind of lucky. You know how when your lock-on breaks and it jerks off wildly? Right as you're pulling the trigger? Alright. Hit the Gwep, guys. Kill the Gwep. Oh, yeah. Sayonara, Gwep. Oh. Lucky bastard. How's the stream going? So far, so good. I mean, we're losing games, tier 3 games. I don't know what we could do better. The Gwep dev struck the Königsberg. How can you fucking dev strike a Königsberg with the best radar, or the best sonar at the tier? The Königsberg causes nightmares for destroyers, not the other way around. You do have to activate the sonar, though. So, I mean, this is typical. I mean, this is the only shot I really have. I can't hit anything else at the moment, but this is typical battleship play right here, where we got two angled battleships. He's not really shooting at me, but I'm shooting at this guy. At the rate I'm damaging him, it's going to take me about 10 minutes, so... Do I want to keep shooting him? Absolutely not. We're looking for better targets.
Target penetrated.
Oh, yeah. But usually, I mean, especially at the higher tiers, you see these staring contests where well-angled Jean Bart parked on the moon shooting well-angled Jean Bart parked on the other moon. And 20 minutes later, they've done 10k damage to each other. It's like, well, did you contribute to your team's win or loss? No, you weren't really involved in the game whatsoever. These guys right here are determining the outcome of the game. I'm just kind of fucking around. You know, I'm trying to get crossfire shots. I'm trying to punish these guys from coming over here. But as long as they're back here, we can't really do much. Yeah, you need to get the fuck away from the Pensacola, dude. He forces them to angle, which makes it harder for me to bail them out. We'll try. He gone. Yeah, that's the reliance on the suicide torpedo play. It results in you not being in the game any longer as the destroyer player. I'll try and bail the guy out all day long, but there's only so much you can do. What the fuck is this thing? Another blowout. Is blue team completely retarded? Answer, yes. Yes, they are. Any angle's a well-angled JB, yeah. That's no moon. Alright. Let's see if I can punish him for daring to get too close. Yes, he got one as well. Do not rush battleships as a cruiser. At least we're getting some valuable lessons out of all this shit. Alright, so he traded his ship for 8k damage or whatever. Not a good trade. Now you.
Problem solved, sir. The enemy is about to win.
Not if I'm on the beat. Never mind. They are about to win. I can't aim! 16-inch guns, you do more than try. Yeah, you don't want to be hit by these suckers. The West Virginia is not the most accurate ship in the game, but you don't want to be hit by these suckers. So he's going to rush the destroyer in the cloud. Let's see how that goes.
The enemy team has taken the lead. Spotter airborne.
Goodbye. You guys seeing how I'm using the plane today? Ugh. Guns are savage at tier 5, yeah. Yeah, these are the boomers. If you like boomers, you'll like the West Virginia.
Spotter returning to ship.
It's Queen Elizabeth. Oh, it's shooting HE. Rule Britannia. How are you going to cooperate with your death? Yes. Hickow! Rack it up, folks. Let's go. And we're going to lose on score, unfortunately, since we conceded all the caps. This game, I think we could actually win if we had 10 more minutes. We killed the destroyer. Oh, if he got on their entire cruiser fleet. And this son of a bitch. Let's see what this guy's doing. No. I don't think we can win now that I see what's going on here. Too much HP. And I can't fucking aim, apparently. That's a major problem. This is why I normally rip through these weeklies in AI. Just so I can get on with my life. Ah, thank you. Mercy roll. Or not mercy roll, we just got our asses kicked. 244 people tuning in. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Appreciate that. Seems to be a bit of a drop-off after the 2 ships that were left at the end. Oh well, not much we can do there. Yeah, West Virginia, always a good time. Let's give a shout out to our new members. Yesterday we had Harita, new member. We also had Gearhead coming back in. And Damien. So thank you guys for becoming members. We got a lot of members on this channel. That is a huge help to me, and that's a much appreciated aspect of this. If you're interested in becoming a member, there's the join button next to the subscribe button or the link in the description. What's up, Davey? Too much HP. Yeah, that's one of those things when you're evaluating. Like, let's say we're in a situation where we're trying to decide should we try and win on score or killing the enemy. Well, you look at the New Mexico's HP, you look at my HP. Combined, we got about 1 battleship's worth of HP. Their battleships, they had about 2.5 battleships worth of HP. Not impossible to win that fight, but I'm not putting money on those odds. You know, that's not a good bet. So not a good strategy to pursue. But unfortunately, when you concede 4 caps, you're forced to pursue the kill everyone strategy. Sink that like button. I like that one. Why the hell did you get off the cap? What did it matter? Little boy's 6, he does the AI games. I like that. There we go. What's the Shine Horse like? Yeah. Let's see. We gotta find a tier where people are trying to win. Let's see. It hasn't been tier 3. We know that. Tier 5 is questionable. Where are the good players today? Are they out there? Let's try another tier 5. How about Exeter or hardly know her? Want to be a member but you're broke? Well, I appreciate you tuning in. You know, watching the videos, watching the streams, liking the videos, streams, subscribing to the channel. Those are all extremely beneficial. So those are things you can do for free if you want to support the channel. What's up, Aaron? Shine Horse. Yeah, Shine Horse is pretty fun. Okay, what do we got over here? We got a Akatsuki. Looks like we got a tier 6 game. We got a Vok. 2 of the 3 destroyers over here. You don't see that very often. They got 3 battleships. So this is going to be dangerous because we can assume they got at least 1 battleship on this wing. I don't know why they spawn 2 destroyers like this. Pretty annoying. I mean, it saves them the hassle of having to abandon B and then come all the way over to the flank. If he wants to go play B, I'd be alright with that. But this guy, I need you to come with me. I need you in front of me, man. You're supposed to be fucking spotting. This is our red flags are popping up hard because this guy thinks he's going to sit behind me. My strategy to play over here is to get right here, drop a smoke, cover the cap, kill destroyers, and hopefully keep the battleships out while this guy caps. He's not making that play, so we're not on the same page. So instead of being aggressive with thinking we're going to capture this, we want to kind of scout it and then get ready to leave unless he changes his mind on how he's approaching this. Might even have to give him a little bit of the old torpedo salute here. Just to see if we can wake him up a little bit. This is looking hopeless, so let's just get out of here. Oh, there he goes. All right. Well, it's working. A little slow on the uptake, but he finally got over there. I don't know what the purpose of that roundabout way over here was. Probably, Unfortunately, the torpedoes are going to turn him, even if he survives them. Like, I was kind of inclined to sit there broadside. We're not going to fault the destroyer for that, though. Alright, he's actually going to hit him there. So, let's see if he jumps on the cap. Oops, shit. Wasted the heal, but we got the sonar off early enough to realize we would have been killed without it, so I guess we'll take that. Aggressive here. We can see on the map we got the battleship that was last seen heading this way. So I don't necessarily want to be rushing in here. Ah, shit. What is this? Alright, so this guy hopefully will recognize that he's gonna die if he's on there. But this is not winnable, but what you need to recognize is we killed a ship over here, they have 3 spotted and a destroyer, so they committed 5 ships to sea. If we can tie them up and potentially even stay alive, which is getting harder by the second, we'll call that a win. You know, we got B uncontested, we got A, so we're on the kiting side, we're on the defensive side. The order of business is slow them down. See what we can do over here. If we can wreck these guys coming around the bend, you know, sabotage, guerrilla warfare, that type of shit. We're going to be pleased with all those outcomes. Right now, all we got to do is sit back and win the game on points. Why do I fucking HE loaded for ambushes? Jesus. That sucks. That guy should be sunk right now, not doing that. Let's try it again, see if he's dumb enough to fall for it twice. Mobility build Exeter. Yeah, I've never really... You know, I just run my Tenet build, but I got Tenet on the light cruisers. This definitely plays a little bit different. Someday we might get some variety in our builds. You gotta recognize enhanced penetration angles on these shells. I believe it's the same for the British heavy cruisers. So don't be afraid to take these shots. I'm not 100% sure about that, but British light cruisers do definitely get enhanced penetration angles, which kind of negates their attempts at angling. And again, we're just tying them up. We want this to take a while. We want to sink 1 or 2 of these ships, hopefully, but we want it to take a while. Even though the teammate's still on the blue team, we got to be suspect of them. You know, they got huge numerical advantages over there. Now they got a battleship that's getting hounded by the destroyer. Our 2 destroyers are not dealing with the destroyer. They're trying to torp battleships. So we got a lot of warning signs in the air, but still, we got a 200-point lead, and that's just because we got 2 caps. They have 1. Alright, mission accomplished. Might be tempted to get on sea. We're not really going for that play here. We're trying to survive. Oh shit. Thought they'd be coming around that other bend. I was set up to... I figured they were going to try and cut me off there, because that's what I would have tried to do, but they're all coming around in one big line. 2 destroyers over here. You know, you gotta understand, we are gonna die. We already know that. But we want to slow them down, because now our team's... They finished the battleship off. They're coming back to support B. That's kind of what we need them to do. They'll figure out what they're supposed to do eventually. In most cases. So just give them time to operate. So now look at that. You got a 400-point lead. Can they fuck it up? Yes. Are they going to try and fuck it up? No doubt about that. That's 100% guaranteed. Can they fuck it up? With 7 minutes left, can they go down 400 points and a cap? They can definitely do it, but it's hard. It's hard for this team to lose at this point in time. That's what you want to do. So if you're on that overloaded side where they got 6 versus 2, understand you're going to die almost certainly. Drag it out as long as possible. See if you can take 1 or 2 of them down with you. And let your team just do what they're going to do. They lost the destroyer, so if that destroyer is smart, he'll actually go down there and start flipping our caps. And that could potentially give them an avenue to win. But the guy's been playing kind of in that zone for huge swaths of the game. Anyway, I'm still calling that one about a 60% chance, 70% chance to win. I mean, that would not surprise me if we lose that one. How many subscribers till 15,000? I don't know. That's a good question. Looks like we picked up 5, so we're 5 away. Getting pretty close. They can lose, yeah, no doubt. I'm not betting any chunks of money on that game, I'll tell you that, but yeah, hopefully you understand the idea of slowing that thing down, because if we rush in there and die point blank, you know, if we try and take on the 1v5 like we saw in that game on Estuary, they sink me very quickly. Then they begin moving into B very rapidly. Then they start flanking our team while they're still trying to deal with the remaining red ships. And then the game spirals out of control very quickly. So by slowing that down, number one, we took 1 ship with us. So we traded evenly on the team HP. And in fact, we probably did roughly 2 times our ship's HP. So we won in terms of total team HP trades. And we won in terms of map control, because we were kind of boxing them into that irrelevant southeast corner of the map while our team expanded map control, got control of the caps physically, and then began to say, all right, we've killed everyone over here. They're not going to look on their map, but they'll look on the game screen. They'll get the binoculars out, and they'll see what the closest red ship is. And they're like, oh, okay, I think I can get over there in 10 minutes. You know, I've been sailing, you know, the completely opposite direction of where the action's at, but I'll turn around and go over there. Eventually, they're going to make their way over towards what you need them to do. Some games, it takes them too long to figure it out, and you'll still lose, but by trying to slow that down, you at least give them the chance. Okay. Carlos coming in hot. Nice game in the Exeter. I always get dev struck in that one. Yeah, just, you gotta... It's one of those ships that you don't want battleships necessarily shooting at you. We can take a look at the armor. Let's take a look. Now that we got our trusted armor view, we might as well use the goddamn thing. Oh, we can't look at it. Bah. What an amazing feature. I don't care if the ship's at sea. I want to look at the armor. If we remember, we can look at that, but based on my feel, I feel like you want to avoid a lot of battleship fire. That's why when that Nagato came around, we went back behind the tail end of the island. We're still trying to be in position to engage the ships as they come around one at a time. So we kind of slowed down, let that lead cruiser. Oh, we won a game. Yeah, we're over 50% today, even though it seems like dog shit abounds. Yeah, I didn't think they could pretty much... That would have been hard for them to lose that game. Looks like they just straight up... Oh, they didn't even slaughter them all. They just won on points. There we go. That's what domination's all about. Call that a good game. Yahagi, how did we win that one? Yeah, we didn't do shit there. That was the one we were kind of playing in the middle. Yeah, we'll take it. Alright. Well, anyway, now we can look at the armor. Let's see what we got on the front here. 16 millimeters, yeah, so we're not bouncing much. Probably not bouncing anything when it comes to battleships. Oof. You can see a lot of these, they'll have stronger armor on the sides, so rather than being like perfectly nose in, it's more advantageous to be like this, because if you're looking at the hull there, they got about a 50% chance to hit that more strongly armored side. Maybe a 40% chance, you know, the front's bigger, easier to hit. But yeah, not a bruiser. Definitely not a frontline brawler like you see some people try and play it. Sashia. You guys talking about the... Let's try the Sharn horse. Let's give it a whirl. The Vlad. I'm trying to grind out the premium missions as much as I can. We'll see. If we can start putting some wins together, then we can take some requests at the end. How many games you racked up? What you talking about, me? Prince can then protect its citadel. I think, yeah, both the Hipper and the Prince are going to have good citadel protection. I think the Eugene's is slightly better from what I understand. Alright, so we got Vanguard, Bismarck, Odin, Gneismau. Some cruisers. Usually when I try this on stream, I get wrecked, but I'm going to try a aggressive position getting there. It's like that game in the Missouri last weekend where I tried something new and it didn't pay off. I make this play sometimes in cruisers. I was trying to see if this Sharnars can get there or not. Once you play the game enough, like opening plays are kind of what the only thing that's left to test. Kid, yeah, I was looking at the kid. It always catches my attention. Think Hippers is better in armor viewer? Maybe that was the trade-off. I can't remember. Oh shit. That's not gonna work. What are these goofballs on the radio talking about? Alright, we got a Hipper. Oh. That's an aggressive play. If that Wichita kills the Maz, that's their only destroyer. To make it easier on them, we could help with the Edinburgh, but the Edinburgh, you can see on the map, is pointed directly at us, so it's not like we're gonna wreck the Edinburgh. I mean, you could say the game can be won and lost on this play here. Do we kill the Maz or not? Doesn't look like we're probably gonna. Shit, hit the island with at least one shell. Ah, fuck. I think he's going down, though. It's not a good play by the Maz, either way. I mean, that limits his playmaking ability. I think he's gonna die. There he goes. Not a good play. Typical destroyer play, though. I don't know why they... You know, they're addicted to dying early. I think it's like a Call of Duty mindset where... Like games like Call of Duty where you die 50 times a match, you kind of almost have an incentive to make plays very quickly. Aggressive plays. This game, especially in the destroyer, if you go down 2 minutes in, that should cost their team the game. We'll see if we can capitalize on it or not. Oops. Trying to back up, limit how many of these ships can shoot us at once. We want to keep that number limited to 1. How many ships we're taking shots from. Alright. Trying to make room for that Wichita. He's gonna get pissed off at us. He might have hit me and then concluded he can't get out of there. Moving into that Bismarck's gonna get him fucked up. I think I'd probably cause them to do that. Shit. Ooh. Do not ram him. That Vanguard can kill. Alright, he's going down. Nice. I feel like the Wichita was just playing a little fast and loose because he thought he was going to die. Alright, so the gate to A is open. Let's see if the destroyer gets on there. Got a ship lead. Caps are tied. This is the time you want to expand the score lead by getting on the caps. This guy doesn't seem inclined to do so. I can get on the cap. It's going to be hard for me to capture because if the Vanguard's trying to win, he's going to keep resetting me. But if the destroyer is going to refuse to do his only job, then... I'm a destroyer! All I do is torp battleships! No. All you do is capture bases and deal with destroyers. If you happen to torp a battleship while you're doing that, cool. If not, nobody would care. This guy is irrelevant to the outcome of the game. The only reason I'm shooting at him is because we can't wrap this flank up until he's completely dead. And we got 4 ships versus 1. Might as well pile on, get rid of him as quick as possible. But the order of business is get A, then get down to D, and then put some flanking pressure on those guys in the southwest. This guy, he's sailing away from the objectives, and he hasn't done anything all game. So fuck him. He's irrelevant as far as I'm concerned. No offense to him, doesn't make him a bad player or a bad person. It's just that position for a battleship has no impact on the game. So, if you're going to tie up the resources, do it quickly. You don't want to get bogged down with that sort of shit. Alright, now we got 2-to-1 caps. We got 2 ship advantage. They have no destroyers. Advantage, blue team. Not something you hear all the time. Push caps too hard in domination mode? Yeah, it's the balancing act. Like, you want to pursue your goals, but you don't want to throw your piece away. You know, you gotta viewing this game as a board game. I think is the most like a strategy board game or something along those lines. It's usually the easiest way to think about it. Like, you can make plays where I'm going to trade a piece. You know, I'm playing the Shine Horse. I could trade the Shine Horse for a destroyer, for instance. That would be a good trade in a lot of situations. But if I'm in the destroyer, basically, if you read the instruction manual that doesn't exist for this game, it would say destroyers are designed to capture and control bases. And that should be really what you're trying to do. So capturing and controlling bases. But if you die doing that, then you can't do that throughout the game. Like, their destroyer died early on, and that's why we have a 200-point lead. It's not like our team's really doing that great compared to the other team. See, looks like the cruiser's still going down there. I want to just make sure he's... Looks like he's sailing right towards it, so I don't want to ride his ass, but... I'm coming up here because I'm trying to get flanking shots. We got 2 battleships. The other one's way over. Where the fuck is he? So actually, I don't need to be too aggressive pushing into these guys. They got their 2 caps. We got our 2 caps. What I want to do is, since our guy's moving into D here, I want to present flanking crossfire type of a situation where if they go to reset that cap, they're going to get punished for it. So right here, this isn't actually that good of a play. It's going to tie them up long enough to get D safely, which is good. But these 2 will kill me. That's two battleships versus 1. That's alright, though. As long as that guy can capture the base, I think that's all that matters. You know what? Fuck it. Let's get in there. We got 3 German battleships. Jay coming in hot. Are you winning, son? I think we're slightly over 500 today. Our play's been good, in my opinion, so... We lost a few 2 to 3 games that there wasn't a lot of help. Okay, pops the radar, or the sonar. It's more focused on the destroyer though, which is correct. Why is this guy just sitting here like, I'm in the smoke? Oh, he hit the island. I don't know, he was so bogged down with the destroyer, he's gonna get himself killed on the torps. Kind of a goofy play. Okay, are we gonna die here? Probably. So we know his torps are coming. Question is, how many of those do we eat? There we go, suicide torp rush. Akatsuki, never change. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate that. So, we got the Sharnors capping bases. That was a pretty good team, though. We got a nice job with the Vanguard, Wichita. I think this was everyone on our flank. Yeah, let's take that effort. All right. Another tier down. Let's see what we got left. Might have to try tier 3 again. Let's see, we got tier 3, tier 7, and legendary tier. Oh god. The three least experienced tiers. Here's the Eugene. Lots of players use fletchers like Japanese use smoke to... Yeah. There's a destroyer, it's not that intuitive. You know, if you pick up this game and you don't really think about what it is you're trying to do, and it takes a lot of experience to kind of figure out what it is you're trying to do. Like Two Brothers, a perfect destroyer play. I keep playing games and destroyers on this, like exactly how I want a destroyer to play it. And then I'm like, not the most exciting footage, and a lot of my viewers might not like it. So, but I mean, basically, if I'm a destroyer, I want to go from here to here to here, and just be one square ahead of these guys back here, spot, and then let them do their thing. Do not go up the gut. You're not going to get any spotting in there. Like, if the destroyer swings wide on their flank, let's just put it that way, they spot, then you should have pretty good odds of winning the game. If your destroyer plays back here where they spawn, like, this guy's already given me a fit of the eye rolls. So at this point, both destroyers are going directly west or east. You do have to move forward in front of the guys you're trying to spot for. So yeah, based on the destroyer deployment, I would say we got about a 40% chance of winning this game at this point in time. We'll see. Not looking good. Game was won in the first minute. A lot of times the games are won and lost with the deployments. I mean, you can always overcome horrible odds, but like we're kind of talking about in this game, our odds are lower than they should be right now just based on these destroyers. They're kind of slowly getting into positioning, but you can still see I'm the most forward ship forward on the map, so if I was around, like, technically I'm the advanced scout in this position, which is not good. The Geary needs to be hunting this destroyer that's right there. Kagero and a pair of Gearings. And recognize that I'm in the position to help him. But if he's going to sit there doing nothing, letting me get torped over and over again and shot, then we're going to sail off and tell him to go fuck himself, basically. So yeah, it's not going well. He's finally moving forward. Back up, keep this between the other ships because I do want to get as many guns on this gearing. We don't want to get blasted in the side, so. Alright, our other destroyer's dead. And they even started off with an extra destroyer. So that's how you don't play Two Brothers. You could either quit now and move on to the next game, or you could just play it out. I guess to be considerate of our teammates, we'll play it out, but there's no real reason to play this game at this point in time. We've already lost. And it just comes down to dog shit destroyer play, which should be confined to lower tiers, but seems to be mostly found at higher tiers currently. Eugene Best Spotter 2021, yeah. I'd say the Megami isn't arguably better than the Otago. I think the Megami is way better than the Otago. Personally. How I'd like to run it. The thing the Otago does better is it entrenches itself into forward positions and can be a little bit harder to extricate. I just want to watch this in fascination. Why are your guns not going off? What is going on back there? He waits till he gets his ass completely beat before he shoots. Beautiful. Let's give him one of these. Waste of everyone's time. Well, want to go get the destroyer, but we got crossfires from the conch. Wow. Is that the gearing? Oh. Seemed like a rather savage blow from a gearing. I feel like that's probably a cruiser or something. Yeah, there's the gearing. I don't know what that was. I must have moved a cruiser over there. This is a 98% loss. I'd say you're being a little optimistic here. I don't see a possible way to pull this one off. This map is so dependent. This is probably the most dependent on like just decent destroyer play, and usually that's you either get chuckleheads that go up the gut and kill themselves, or you get that shit, whatever the fuck you want to call that. One suicide on the west, one drawn out suicide on the east. I know what you want. Oh, he's not even in a position to tort me. Well. Do it. Launch. Probably, I think you can use AP on these legendary tier destroyers in a lot of cases. Where are your torpedoes? I don't know what he drew up there in the playbook, but doesn't seem to have paid off. Gearing guns are no joke, yeah. Absolutely. I mean, the American destroyers in general, you gotta be pretty cautious about. Potatoes are probably losing their next game already. Oh yeah, no doubt about it. That's kind of the problem. Like you can learn a lot by watching games that you die in, you know. It's a lot easier to see what other people are doing wrong than your own. When you're playing, it's just not because of an ego thing or anything like that. It's when you're playing, shit's coming at you a lot faster. But then if you stick around and die and be like, okay, well, they got 2 ships on our cap and nobody's going towards the cap. Looks like a loss. Like, you can kind of start to learn concepts like that. But the problem, if you die within 2 minutes, you go on to the next game. You die, like you're playing it like Call of Duty, where you're spawning every 2 seconds. You aren't going to learn shit. And you're not even going to notice that you're losing 90% of your games. Until one day you find the stat screen and be like, holy fuck, I suck. Maybe I should get on YouTube and figure out what's going on. But yeah, the rapid fire machine gun approach to learning this game, I think, isn't that conducive to actually getting better. Alright, Megami. You're rolling the dice that I can't aim. Let's see if that works out for you. Ooh. Never mind, he angled. Trying to keep the AP because I want to punish this Megami. He's trying to get out of there. See if we can even get over there or not. Oop. What does that mean, Stylo? I think he was trying to say you had no chance at any point during this game. I mean, literally, we had no chance to win this game, and it was basically because of... It wasn't even... The game hadn't started. It was who we had in our destroyers when the game loaded in. And whether or not they're aware that they should be spotting or not. If they don't know, then you're in trouble. If they kill themselves 2 minutes in, you're in real trouble. It's not trying to pick on the players, it's just bad strategy. Come on, hit me. I'm conflicted because I don't want this game to keep going on, but I'm not a quitter either, so... Fortunately, we're still here. Alright, now that he's spotting us, we should die pretty quickly. Oh. Ah! Got me. Alright. Oh, we got another crack at it. Come on, quit wiggling. Come on, you bastard. How can you not kill me? Yeah, we got a dreadnought out of that pile of shit. What the fuck? Oh, some days you just never know. Wish they'd change the cap location. Yeah, I've seen games on the PC version. I think it was Domination Mode where they had them on the wings, like a diamond shape, like you'd see on Straight, for instance. The problem with this map and the capture the base mode is like your team will go all in to one player or the other, either defending the base or capturing the base. And it's very easy. This is probably the easiest map for a team that's down 5 ships if they have a functioning destroyer with a brain to steal a win. You know, if both your flanks push really aggressively into the base, you can't turn around. No ship, maybe like a French destroyer, but most of the ships in the game can't turn around and get back to the base in time, so. Alright. Let's see, what do we got here? Tier 3, 7, and Legendary. Oh, God. You guys can... I'll kind of scroll through the ships. You can call it some that you'd like to see, perhaps. 3 away from 15,000 subscribers. How come the PC and mobile get carriers but consoles don't? I think they both came out without consoles first. This is a normal planned out development process. Like they never, for the first year or so of the game, they were coy. And they said they weren't sure if they're going to do carriers or not. I thought they were actually going to try and develop it without putting the carriers in the game. But now that I think about it from today's perspective, I think they were always going to put them in. Let me just update my sheet here. Kuznetsov. But I don't know that. They're never gonna. They don't tell me shit about development. People always ask me, "What are they doing about this or that?" They don't tell me anything. The only source of info that I got that you guys don't have is 2 days before the patch notes come out publicly. I get a look at them. I may have underground channels, but any of that sort of stuff we don't talk about. Everyone's sub now. Oh, the kid. Sub to people, put the notifications on. It's great advice. Let's get the Wacky FE out here. Don't need carriers. Yeah, I'm kind of wavering back and forth. I was initially kind of opposed to them with the reservation that I don't know what I'm talking about. Never played them. Or against them, but I don't know. I think it's going to have one of two effects. It's either going to make people move forward or it's going to make people get more into the black hole formations. And given two options, the players have to take either the correct one or the incorrect one. My money's on the incorrect one. So we're probably going to see a lot more balling up as a result, which would be a disaster. But if it can get the Jean Bart off the moon, maybe it'll all be worth it. A lot of votes for the kid. You know, I like a good game in the kid. We'll probably bust that one. Why not? Didn't we beat tier 6s? Yeah, we need tier 3, tier 7, and legendary tier right now. Carries the pathway to subs. Yeah, that's a longer term. 2 to 3 years, I would guess. I mean, for what I've been seeing, that's been a disaster on PC, so I'm not in any hurry to get those going. I mean, depending on who you talk to, the carries either work or they don't on the PC version. But they've at least had more time to think about those and fiddle with them. Subs are brand new, and the feedback I trust is not positive. Milwaukee, fuck everyone edition. Alright, why are we not moving, guys? Oh, we got destroyers playing behind the frontline ships again. So G101, so we know he's been playing for at least a year. Move the fuck forward, for God's sakes. I don't think you could get the G101 recently, right? Wasn't it just last Christmas? Mini campaign like the Yahagi? Okay. Ooh. Utsuki nuked Gus. This game has just been goofball central today. Just want to use depth charges. I mean, I haven't played them yet, but basically what I've seen is you can basically play the sub so it can't be countered just by staying at a certain depth, which is stupid. I mean, ain't no one got time for that. It's kind of like the main criticism of the planes is like they can just, if they decide they want to kill you, there's nothing you can do about it. Whereas if this Carl decides he wants to kill me, he's gonna have to fucking kill me. Well, I'm gonna try and stop him, you know? Ooh, a Yubari. Could probably settle this guy with HE if we wanted to. Come to Papa. There we go. Don't get scared, little friend. It's not making this easy. Looks like he's got a busted engine. Now, when that smoke dissipates, my eyes are over here on the map. Who over there can shoot me, who can see me? Because I'm not afraid of these low health cruisers over here. But what I'm afraid of is that guy pre-aimed on me, blowing me up in one shot. Milwaukee's the same thing as like the Yubari or the Yahagi in terms of survivability. Battleships just blow you up. Alright. Pretty easy one. Gia 101 was on Game Pass? Oh, okay. So maybe they are newer. I think that it's that comment that they have on the loading screen that says, you know, for a good time, play behind your other ships and you'll surprise the enemy as a destroyer. And it's like, huh? These guys are having enough difficulty learning the game from how the AI plays, you know, but now we're putting loading screens with bad advice. Yeah, we don't want to push this guy too aggressively. Especially since he's trying to kill me. So why launch those torps if he's out of range and he's not expected to? Because if he turns in here to pursue me, you know, he's already demonstrated he wants to kill me. I'm sailing away from him. So he might turn in trying to go for the kill, in which case those torps could come into play. And if they miss, who gives a fuck? We don't care about our torpedo accuracy. He's gonna have to drive forward a little bit before they run out of steam. Yeah, get him with one. Oh, right at the end there. All right. They get the idea. I mean, play almost worked, even though the aim indicator wasn't suggesting that it would. Man, I'm having a hell of a time hitting these guys. A lot of drag on these shells. I mean, it's tier 3, I get it, but... What the fuck, man? Can I hit anything? What? I'm like getting dizzy. This guy's just going in a circle. He's juking the living piss out of me, though. I'll give him that. We hit 15. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Oh, that's pretty cool. Looks like we got 15001 all of a sudden. Wow, that's awesome. Appreciate that, guys. What a game to do it on. The worst aiming game I've had in quite a while. Thank you guys for the support of the channel. That's awesome. 15,000 subscribers. We were talking about that yesterday when we started playing this game about 21 months ago, give or take, or when we started covering it. We were at about 300 subscribers, so that's a lot of new people over that time period. Very cool. Thank you, guys. Tier 7 Legendary. Well, why don't we, we'll probably play for about another hour. We'll see. As long as it doesn't dip below 15,000 in that time, maybe we'll do a first batch of giveaways for the subscribers that are tuned in. Got some crates. Let me see what he said here. Oh, 5 big Santa crates per platform. So the big Santa crates. These red puppies. Oh, the Gremmy's in here too. Asashio, Grammy, and Key. And a few of you guys have hit super prizes. I thought super prize would be like way, way, way rare, but I've actually seen people hitting it, which is awesome. Channel's come a long way, absolutely. Yeah, it's a lot of hard work. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I mean, put a lot of time and effort into it. But number one, I enjoy it, and that's the perk. That's why I keep doing it. But yeah, it's if you stick with it, it tends to pay off, I guess. Can we play Amagi? Not that I'm opposed to the Amagi. I'm just trying to do the Sunday missions. Going streaking down the quad. Is the giveaway supplied by WG? Yeah. Basically, I beg them for prizes and they hook me up. Yeah, let me hit the bathroom quick. You guys, give me some tier 7 and legendary tier ships you want to see. Premiums. I'll give you a rundown of the roster here. Gearing, Baltimore, blah, 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 blah. Azuma. Don't vote for the Azuma. Please. Yeah, I'll be right back. Thanks, though, for the well wishes. Appreciate that. Alright. Alaska. A lot of votes for Alaska. Unfortunately, they're all from one person. Yeah, I don't need to spam. I'll just get one vote. Love Azuma. Oy. Fantastic. You've been asking for Fantastic. That's not a premium, though. Gotta do some premiums. Let's see what we got. Eugene Rowdy failed. I guess we could try Azuma. Oof. Roma? Yeah, I don't mind the Roma. I'm just gonna give you guys a hint right now. If we do any sort of giveaways that you're participating in, you gotta get your screen name spelled correctly. I'm gonna copy and paste it and give it to them. If they can't find it, I'm gonna spend about 5 minutes trying to rectify it, and if that's not possible, then we go on the runners up, because it's very, very hard for me to contact people through the YouTube names. So can't afford 15 grand this will have to do. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you, Luke. You guys, I mean, I hope I am able to convey how appreciative I am of everyone. I mean, whether you're donating financially or a member of the channel, that's amazing. Whether you tune in once or every single time you subscribe, you hit the like, all that sort of stuff, it all balls up into one big conglomeration of support, which, you know, I'm just continually blown away by. And it's amazing. So I appreciate everyone. The Woosta. Yeah, we finished the last stream with the Woosta Kraken. Maybe we can bust that guy out. Key they took away from me. I don't have the key anymore. Unless we get lucky with the crates, we're not going to have it.
I owe you one. Good luck, everyone.
Belfast, we already got our 2-6 done. Now that we've caught up on all the ship reviews, we gotta figure out what the pick a premium was last time. I haven't even looked, but it's been a couple weeks since we did the pick a premium. Maybe I'll try and do that tonight here. Congratulations on the milestone. Thank you, Mr. Fandango. Appreciate that quite a bit. Yeah, it is pretty cool. I mean, it's just... conceptually, it blows my mind. Like, I go to concerts and stuff, you know, like small venue concerts, maybe 3,000 people, and then I put up a video and you get like 3,000 views or whatever on it, and you're like, wow, you know, that band, which is pretty damn good, they got 3,000 views on that show, I got 3,000 views on the video. That's very strange, you know. It's not quite the exact same, but it is very interesting. Ooh! Ah! Ooh! God damn it. Forgot what ship I was in for a second. How we know if we won? Well, it's going to depend on the medium. Like, if we do giveaways here in a little bit, we'll do a giveaway and then we'll announce the winners. Or if we do one on Twitter or on Discord, you know, I can ping the winners very easily on that. For any YouTube giveaways, we might do some giveaways on some of these week's videos leading up to next Saturday, which is going to be the main event. You know, I'll be able to respond to the comments and say, what's your gamer tag, you know. But the bad scenario for you guys is if, like, you win on a stream, you tell me the gamer tag, but it's not spelled correctly, then it's very, very hard for me to rectify that once the stream ends. So that's something you're going to want to double check. Alright, where are these guys? I feel like I'm going to get wrecked here. What is this, Belfast back here? Oh, the Iowa. You know the Iowa's looking to fuck me up. That's a given. What in the hell? Must be a York sonar. Yeah, if we do them, we'll do a couple crates here in a little bit. We'll just say, I gotta do them. They segregated the prizes between Xbox and PlayStation, so we'll have to do one for PlayStation, and then we'll probably do pick a number. Yeah, it's clear this isn't gonna work. And then, you know, we'll give you guys a minute to get your numbers picked, and then we'll pick the number with the random number generator and see who wins. And then we'll announce it here. You gotta keep in mind, though, I'm gonna wait till all the prizes are awarded, which will be by next weekend, and then I'll turn them into the Wargaming on Monday. And then if they don't have much going on that day, they'll credit them on like a week from Monday, a week from tomorrow. But let's say they got a meeting all day Monday or something, we're not gonna expect them to drop what they're doing and credit prizes. So it might be like next Wednesday or a week from Wednesday, but they'll all go out at the same time. And if you win a crate, you might forget that you won it and be like, why do I have a random crate in my inventory? But if you get a random premium, you're probably going to remember, oh yeah, I won the contest, that's why I got a random tier 6 premium. Okay, so I won a prize. Well, I mean, I can't have everyone just giving me their screen names now, or their gamer tags. I can't even remember what I'm talking about by the time I get to the end of the sentence, you know. I'm definitely not going to remember your gamer tag in 2 minutes. Or an hour when we're doing the giveaway, whenever it'll be. Yeah, we got, and they're pretty kick-ass Wargaming. They give us some good prizes. Mass, we don't want to push that ship. I got news for you. We got 4 battleships just trying to challenge A. They're just kind of just sitting there watching this Iowa. Come on. So that side's kind of stalemate. We're not going to hang around there. Oh, fuck. Thought the Iowa was shooting our team over there. Well, that's the end of that. Oof! Got away with one there. That should have been a kill shot. Jervis is kind of on this flank doing his own thing. Looks like we're doing alright overall. I don't want to do anything too aggressive here. Just trying to work into a position where we can start getting some crossfires on these guys safely, you know. We got our overload on this side. They're not really being aggressive, but they're all scared of the destroyer. I'm not going to blame them for that. This game, when these stalemated games, it's going to be who makes the first move. And, you know, do you get away with that first move? It's Megami. It's like, you know, the showdown's building. We know we're going to fight the Megami. We know we're going to sink him. We know he's going to try and torp us point blank range. All this shit is already known. It's just, when is he going to get around it? Hopefully this CNOP doesn't kill himself. He doesn't know the script like we know. Get over here. Come on. Nobody's got time for this shit. You're not going to hit me with torpedoes. I got news for you. We got the Jervis chiming in with the guns, chiming in with the torps. Oh. This guy might hit us with the torp. shit. So we're gonna lose our destroyer. It's just, are they gonna lose theirs in the process? Not if this guy's shooting down range. Why aren't you shooting the destroyer? Fuck. It's a potential turning point here. Oh. Okay, yeah, it's getting a little more interesting all of a sudden. Hopefully this guy stays alive. I would get the fuck repositioned. And these guys need to fucking move here. This is dragging on way too long. I still think we'll probably win this, but... Come on, there we go. Alright. Let's go ahead and load AP. I think their destroyer was pretty damn low. Fuck, now we're on the reload. This guy's Russian. That's unfortunate timing. Nothing we can really do since we're not coordinating our play, but if he gets spotted and we're on the reload for 20 seconds, you know, it's a 1v1 in the Akatsuki. I think it's the... No, it's the Akatsuki, okay. So we should be able to win that fight. So we should focus on not getting slammed by the Iowa. Fuck. Mission not accomplished. This could be a throw on my part. Whoops. You guys need to get in the fucking game, please. There's nothing going on over there. It hasn't been for 20 minutes. I think the Ram's probably the only option I got here. He can blow me up, though, on the way to the Ram. There he goes. Alright, so well played by him. Yeah, that could go down as a loss. We got the guy flipping A, which is the bright spot. And there goes the destroyer. Okay, so now we should not be able to lose that. Not to pick on this guy, but, I mean, what are we doing over here, right? Like, the guy's been behind this island for the last 10 minutes. The Iowa's been behind this island for the last 10 minutes. Why are we here? And, by the way, we're in the same spot as two other battleships. So we got 3 battleships duplicating the effort. Great play for this guy would be to go this direction. Now he's got crossfires in this Iowa. He's got crossfires over here, potentially. He's got shots in that destroyer. All of a sudden he goes from getting, you know, minimal points, a couple hundred points playing that position, to potentially thousands of points over here. And he can win the game, which is going to increase his XP and his score by 50%. So if you find yourself sitting there for minutes on end and you haven't done anything, you haven't shot, you haven't seen anyone, think to yourself, maybe there's something else I could be doing with my life. And usually you're going to be correct in that instance. All right, we could try the Massachusetts. This has been absolutely cursed for me on stream. I played it a bunch off stream and I loved it. And then I played like 3 games on stream and every single one of them have just been dog shit 10K games. Congratulations. Thank you, Todd. Ramming speed. I mean, I don't even say it was like a good play. It was something I could try, but as long as the guy knew that he can overmatch the bow, which you don't need armor view to figure that out. All he's got to do is shoot me, and then he hits the giant citadel. So I got too close to the Iowa, basically. I was trying to make moves on that destroyer, willing to trade the Zuma for the destroyer at that point in the game. But the destroyer got away, and we got blasted by the Iowa. So, didn't pan out. Okay, what do we got here? No destroyers. Let's go balls to the wall. Every time I go balls to the wall on this thing, we go down to the bottom of the sea very quickly. Thank you, Yak Face. about the gearing? Yeah, we can bust that out. You're in the C map? Yeah, I thought... Basically what I was worried that was going to happen... I'm trying to think of your play. Because you were coming up on me. Oh, I was worried the Megami was going to torp you, because... Like, I knew the Megami was going to try and torp. I wasn't 100% sure if you knew or not. But I think the Iowa hit you with the crossfire. Something hit you with the crossfire, so it doesn't really matter anyways. I don't know. I think we'll win that game. It's just kind of a stalemated game in large part. What is with the fucking HE in these barrels today? This is why I really am hesitant to put HE in the barrels at the end of a game trying to hunt destroyers. Because I never remember to look, and I do that every time. That should have been a fucking he gone on the Kutuzov. Disappointing. Possibly play the Cheshire. I don't know. Let's see how we go. I'm trying to get these dailies or these weeklies done. Okay, let's see. We got the secondaries there.
Enemy severely damaged.
Don't want to waste the consumable. But this is the time it's made for. Oh shit, as soon as we use it, the York gets wrecked. Alright, well at least we got the kill stolen. Kind of a waste of the secondary boost. Oh, it's going over the island on the turpits. Interesting. Alright, so you can look at your damage con. Could probably have put that fire out and just kind of sat here for a minute, let the damage con kind of cool, or catch up on the cooldown. Not the end of the world, but there's always ways to tighten up the game, you know what I'm saying? That's what I don't want to do, is push too far forward where these guys got the crossfires. So you're always checked in these brawling battleships. Your forward progress is checked by the presence of the crossfires. Now that we're not spotted, we can probably safely cross. And those guys are so far out of range. Besides this Kutuzov, who's not really a punish the broadside at max range type of a ship.
Torpedoes to port.
Used as torps. Oof.
Bullseye.
Alright, easy does it. We're just gonna have a little secondary showdown here. I mean, the turpits will get the torps back. We do gotta be careful of that. Down goes one gun. Why we're shooting that is because it's pointed sideways, so we got that flat surface there. If it's really angled, like if we're presented with a corner on those guns looking at us, uh-oh, we might get the torps off. Then that's a less profitable shot. You still, I don't mind taking those shots. So we want to break those guns. Oh, nice. Ah, he got me. Good trade on his part. He's going down either way. It might not kill me. Oh, okay, that was a little bit lucky. If he would have straight up traded there a low HP turpits that's surrounded by 4 ships with for a Massachusetts, which is part of the overload, then that's a good trade in that point, or in that point of the game. All right, permanent flood, but whatever. Thank you, Jeff. No key. We got the key's been removed. Alright. Damage con's up. Alright, so we want to be evaluating the map. We got 2 battleships, or we got a Gneisenau and a Megami over there that are close range. Those are the ones that are occupying their attention. Gneisenau is moving left or right. So how do we create a crossfire? We can either get behind the Gneisenau and basically follow in his footsteps, which isn't going to work, or we got to look for angles. I wish he was moving one way or the other. He's just kind of sitting there, but he's going to go down either way. So it's going to be us and the array of cruisers. This guy needs to... Like, if they get on the base and pressure it right now, then that'll force these guys to turn around, go back to the base. Then if we're here in the center of the map, now we have access to the broadsides. We're a crossfire threat the entire way through. Alright. Go ahead and drop those in right now. And now that we can see, they're probably not going to go back to the base. They're largely committed to the bid at this point in time. Committed to the fact that they're going to die. Trying to get a little bit more damage. Which means our play isn't going to be as effective. Might as well just get into range to fight them straight up. Oh, you fucker. But I mean, all you need is one ship on there. And now, whether he captures the base or not, nobody gives a fuck. He's saying to these guys, you either concede the game or you come back and challenge me. And since they're, you know, he's a quarter of the way to capping it and they haven't turned around yet, they're probably just conceding the game. But if this guy, oh, looks like he's turning back to defend the base. That guy might be doing the same. That's when our crossfire position in the middle of the map comes into play. Now they have to point the sides at us, and what happens then? Well, we're gonna find out. Hey, go!
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Now he got off the base. I mean, he's like, fuck, I want to shoot these ships. But the damage has been done, you know. They can't win the game at this point in time. I still would have stayed on the base to play it technically correct, but it doesn't really matter at this point in time. Dead!
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Mutsuki has more guns than any other ship. Alright, well, we finally got a decent game out of that on stream. Yeah, you know, that wasn't necessarily a Massachusetts-specific game. We got into some brawling situational, I guess, but that game, if you want any takeaways, that getting that center position and then having the ship go down on the cap, that was the most important play. In terms of how do I get better with my understanding of the game. That's a very good play, doing that. Again, we don't care if the ship that's on the cap captures it or not. It forces them to turn around, or if they don't want to, then we win by default. Okay. Thank you, Bogey. Well, maybe we'll do one or two more, and then we can close it out with a couple crates to give away. We're still just nestled at 15,001 subscribers, which is pretty precarious. We have a couple people randomly unsubscribe, and then we drop down below again. How about the Baltimore? It's kind of nice having a premium Baltimore. Thank you, Carlos. Broke the mass curse. Yeah, finally. That was... I think the last 3 results in stream were like 10,000 damage, 15,000 damage, 12,000 damage. In other words, loss, loss, loss. I mean, that ship, when you load in, there's no destroyers. That's a feather in your cap right off the bat. Alright, Udachi. Alaska's up the wazoo. Yamatos, Grovers, Conquerors. Holy God. This is about the worst matchmaking we could hope for. Shit. Alright, well, let's give it a whirl.
Action stations.
Would take the prizes away? No, I mean, if you win the prize, you win the prize, but the contest may start and stop. Depending on the status. But assuming we haven't peaked, we'll probably still trend upward over the course of the week, and then we'll be in firmer ground. So he's a right-hand spawn moving to... Oh, those guys might be middle spawn guys. Oh yeah, here's the right-hand spawn. They're both... So they're overloading C pretty hard, and that means we can be a little aggressive. Just these Grovers. The best case scenario would be the Adachi plane over here. We could hit him with the radar. Oh. Looks like we got spotted, so he's probably right up over here. Let's get that or the HE ready to go. Oh, no. Looks like he's in the middle. Yamato backing up. You guys are the new Iowa players. And yes, we're laughing at you. This backing up horseshit is so annoying, man. You don't have to be the furthest from the action. Let's see. So I don't need to get reset for no reason. Oh, looks like he's thinking about killing me. Oh! Yeah, a little too aggressive. Admittedly. Oofda. Gearing back line. I don't know what it is, man. If it makes good players play like shit, legendary tier, or if it just attracts the bad players like a big pile of shit and flies, would be the apt analogy, I guess. So, should we radar this guy or not? We can check the back line of this cap, 13 kilometers, front line 6. So, you know, our range is about 10. So we got about a 50-50 shot of hitting that radar, or the destroyer in there. Expected support, maybe the Grover. He's aimed over here, though, so he's not really... So, I mean, this is kind of a low percentage radar play. It might pan out. I mean, I'd love to... Oh! I'd love to reset this guy. Why he got spotted there, I don't know. But now that we know he's within the radar range, now he's fucked. Like, if his team doesn't kill us here, he will die. We're gonna get at least 2 salvos in on this guy. And I hope that Grover is looking at him. Come on, Grover. Secondaries are chiming in. Might be just behind them. Hopefully not. Ah! I think he's gonna get away with that. Oh shit. Why is our gearing dead? What the fuck is... Alright. So the Yudachi lives and everyone over here dies. That's how the red team won this game. Let's not be too hasty, I guess. I mean, the Yamato kills that Grover, we should be helping out. Oh. Rather than bitching and moaning, we should actually try and do something about it. So that could really lighten the load. We did get A, and we got C, so I mean, in terms of caps, we're doing alright. Oh, down goes Grover. Okay, that was big. Terrible position to be in. It's not too bad. I mean, it's working out. We kind of have these guys pinned now a little bit. We got the crossfire built in with the Yamato. They got to angle towards him, even though it's not really going to be the most effective. The biggest threat to us is the Yudachi coming back for revenge. But as long as this guy can stay alive, once they kill him, then we're kind of fucked. But you can see their red team is off in Timbuktu, down in the southeast. If our guys fucking come back and play the game instead of chasing them, then I think we win. If they get bogged down fighting those 3 battleships in the nether worlds, which is probably what's going to happen, then probably going to lose. We're not pressing the advantage that we got right now, you see? In fact, this isn't going to work. So we're going to get on B and try and capture this. These guys just aren't... They have no sense at all of how to win. Yeah, it's evaporating very quickly now. It's unfortunate. Like, when we were dreaming of Legendary tier, we dreamed of a tier where players had enough experience to know how to fucking win the game and actually care enough about the game to try and win the game. What we got is this. You know, these fucking morons that don't give a shit. There's a BB sniping mid-map, you'd be a gunner. Well, yeah, I mean, that's part of the reason you play the game is you're presented with a new scenario constantly. If we were surrounded by 9 Yamatos and they all pulled the trigger at the same time, we're probably gonna die 10 seconds later, you know? But how do we win this game? We gotta control a flank and a cap. I mean, if this destroyer kills himself, which it looks like he might be doing, he's trying to suicide torp, then we might have a chance. But these guys, if they get bogged down fighting these guys, that's irrelevant. We talk about this all the time. These guys have no effect. There's no caps there, you can see. Looks like our guy just got nuked by the Yudachi. That should be the end of the game. And these guys spending all this time, come over here, right where I am. Get the flanking shots on these guys. Look at that juicy shot. You can actually score some big damage there. So if we can capture the base, kill the Yudachi, and then somehow get these fucking guys to ignore the southeast side of the map, then maybe we'd win. That's a lot for one guy to have on his plate, you see? There's only so much I can do. Oh, this guy's going back to hunt the Udachi. Mopar! It's one of our viewers, I believe. Maybe they're not all fucking idiots over there after all. Maybe you can see just the fact that he's pursuing this guy. That changes the odds. Now, hopefully you can finish him off. I guess we need to be over there helping out. I mean, you might be saying to yourself, yay, they got one of these Yamatos. Those Yamatos could be... They're in the game, they're not in the game, doesn't matter. They're not doing anything. So if these guys trade these two ships for those two ships, what's the advantage? What do we do to further our chances of winning the game? Looks like we lost our Baltimore over here, unfortunately. So now it's on us. We're going to have to kill him, turn around, defend B single-handedly, because these guys are going to die. That's going to be extremely hard to do for Baltimore.
All stations, concentrate fire on the
Wrong. Bad call. Do the opposite of what that guy suggested. We might win. So what they are, they're two fucking Yamatos down there. They're parked on the dark side of the moon, not even the moon. So by the time they turn their shit around and get back up here, the game's going to be over. You can just sail away from them and remove their effectiveness from the game. They have no impact on the game whatsoever. All you have to do is turn around. Yay, he got him. I mean... Alright, so... I mean, we're trading ships. Why do we trade a Conqueror for Yamato or whatever? Now we're going to trade an Alaska for no Yamato. Like, defend the fucking cap, man. That's the only thing I need you to do. If you're not going to hunt this destroyer, which is what you should be doing, then defend the fucking base. That Yamato parked in the fucking Alaska, you know, the Antarctic. He ain't gonna win or lose the game for him. Shit. This guy's gonna get away again. Yep. Alright, so they got 3 minutes. Let's assume these guys kill each other, which is a big assumption. Unlikely. We might have enough time to hold on score. It's going to be very close. I think you get about 45 points per minute per cap. So they'd make up about 120 points. If the Yamato crossfires me here or the Udachi hits me with torps, then it's an automatic loss at that point in time.
torpedoes, direct front.
Should be right about here. Yeah.
Dead ahead.
Our team depends upon you.
Nice work.
Well, unfortunately, I think killing this Yamato, if we can't find the destroyer, which I don't think we're going to be able to, if we can get the 100 points swing on this guy, we might have a slight chance. I still doubt it. I don't think mathematically we can probably win. I'm going to have to kill at least 2 people and stay alive. Not going to be that easy to do, unfortunately. Shoot! I mean, the fascination with sailing down to the Antarctic and fighting these guys. I don't understand it. It threw the game. We had that game locked up. All we had to do is let them sail down there. Probably going to have an ambush situation right about here. Now, the Alaska over here should be pretty low. I know he's got 20k. So it's going to be a very hard fight. Shit. Especially if we're dead with torpedoes. So yeah, it's textbook how to throw a fucking game unnecessarily. Go after the ships that are on Timbuktu. Yeah, I mean, it's too bad. It's kind of set up the game for the win, and then your team just doesn't pursue the strategy to win the game. It's not really worth trying to win when nobody else is trying to win. Yeah, how about some... Should we do the first giveaway? Play one more, then do the last giveaway? These are the warm-up giveaways, keep in mind. We got the real prizes will be throughout this week and really next Saturday is the plan at least. But let's do a couple warm-up crates. You guys have been hanging out today. So this is for subscribers, and we'll do the first round for the Xbox. So if you have a game on Xbox that you want to win a crate for, what we'll do is what do we get? We'll do, but do not enter this one if you're on PlayStation, okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? Because if I write down your name and they go to Xbox and they plug it in and you're not on there, again, we're not going to spend hours on end trying to figure out what's going on here. It's going to be, let me double check the spelling. Okay, well, it didn't work out. We're going to go on to the next one. So this first giveaway, Xbox players, doesn't matter if you're on Xbox One or the new consoles, and you got World of Warships Legends, you want to win a big Santa crate on there, pick a number 1 through 500 and then write your gamer tag in pristine order. Do not mess up the spelling. I'd probably capitalize what needs to be capitalized. They could probably find you if it's not capitalized correctly, but I would just do it to be safe. We'll do Xbox first, and we'll give you guys a couple minutes here to get your entries in. Run a random number generator there, see who wins, then we'll play one more game, then we'll do the same thing for the PlayStation players that are watching. You're 15,002. Welcome aboard. So you got Xbox, number 1 through 500. Go ahead and pick any number 1 through 500, and then right next to it on the same line, write your gamer tag. Don't hit enter, wait for 5 minutes, and then put your gamer tag in there. Gonna be a lot tougher to find you. Yeah, we got crates are kind of the minor giveaways. The premium ships, that's where the real money's at. But you can keep in mind, you can get a few premiums out of these big Santa crates, and your odds are probably quasi-decent as far as crates go. Small Santa crates, you're probably not going to get anything. Big Santa crates, it's always possible. So while you guys do that, I'm actually going to step away for 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Let you guys get your entries in. Xbox players, number 1 through 500, plus your gamer tag. PlayStation players, hold on to your butts. It's coming. And 1 entry per person. Hopefully I don't have to tell you guys that, but 1 entry per person. I hope to God we're not spamming here. Holy fuck, we got a lot of entries. Okay, let's... Okay. Yeah, I'll give you another little bit here. Thank you, Jake, for becoming a new member. Appreciate that very much. All right. Looks like we got our first winner here. Got Dalton Trip Deuce 383. Congratulations. Basically, I'm going to copy and paste your screen names here, so I hope to God we got it spelled properly. Let me make sure I get it. Congratulations. Let's see, we'll do one more game and then we'll do the PlayStation side. Excuse me. Let me just get this written down here. Okay. Prize number 1. Oops. Okay. Yeah, got that one. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate that. How do you get the unique commanders? Well, I get a lot of them because Wargaming gives them to me, but the first few I had to buy them. Like the Halloween, they usually do commanders for Halloween, and then these Azure Lane and Transformers, they just do collaborations from time to time. The first one was Xbox, so then the next one we're going to be doing, looking to Social Man. I'll write it down. I was doing some research the last couple of days. I'll take a look at that one. Yeah, that's the one you usually see. That might not be a bad option. I'd like to do some giveaways like on Twitter, on Discord. This kind of approximates that by kind of having you visit those type of things. But like, I don't know. I'll take a look at that one. Should be spelled right. Okay. Yeah, just the onus is on you guys. I need you to nail it. Especially these ones on stream. Like if you're on Twitter and you misspell it, I can usually find that with ease, assuming you're checking your Twitter with enough time. But I'm not gonna. These guys want, once the giveaways happen, they want to kind of issue the prizes and be done with it. It's not. The more of a pain in the ass it is for these guys, the less they're gonna want to do it in the future. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. Well, congratulations. We got you recorded here. And like I say, we'll do a same giveaway, but for the PlayStation players here in about, well, we'll say 15 minutes because it's going to be an epic game, but in reality, it'll probably be in about 2 minutes once we get blown up. Silver Fox. Perfect time to turn them out there. So we got to keep an eye on the Udachi. Wow, he citadeled the King George from the front. That was an interesting shot. But anyway, I mean, the torpedoes coming up this aisle, or this alley, that's the main threat to us at the moment. So we want him to hopefully be in the vicinity to spot those. That's a lot of those, like the King George, it's a hard, you don't citadel it too often, it's hard to hit because the citadel's below water. So I mean, that's kind of one of the few times you'll see it, kind of max range, plunging fire. Oh, there come the torps. Widespreads, and we got hit by one. You gotta be kidding me. Ah! I don't want to reward that bullshit with a hit. Let's get that booster going. It's probably gonna drop. Yep, there he goes. Shit. Wow, there's a lot of torps over here. What's going on? What the fuck? How many goddamn destroyers? Tashkin. What the fuck is going on here? We got a blue Fiora build or something? Number one, we completely wasted the fucking reload booster, but... Tashkent, you get 3 launchers, so I get that one. I'm pretty sure that Z-23 launched twice. I wish you could just take the HE out of your loadout. Like, I keep accidentally putting it on here. It's cost me about 3 or 4 decent hits today. What in the fuck, man? What's the torp reload on the Tashkent? This has got to be blue Fiora in that Z-23. The only thing saving us is these stupid widespreads they keep using. The Tashkent doesn't reload every 2 seconds, does it? Now, alright. These guys have no interest in countering these fucking destroyers. We got a Helena. I don't think we're gonna live here. My option is to pull up to this island right in front of us, but whether I can do that safely or not, I don't know. Not with these destroyers. There's one. What the fuck is nobody shooting these things for? We gotta abandon this flank. These guys don't have any interest whatsoever. I mean, essentially we're just killing ourselves. We got these crossfire shots over here available. We might as well do those while we're dying to these destroyers. But try to deal with them when nobody wants to fucking shoot them. Nobody wants to spot them. There's no point.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
I might actually... Yeah. See how I do with a full health Tashkent 2 feet from you, dude. Of course he suicide torps and of course he misses. Gotta run. Alright, Ace. Take her easy. Yeah, I don't think the John Bart, I'd be really surprised that they released this one again. It was just such a changed the game and not necessarily for the better. I mean, it's kind of like the Adachi. Just the worse you are at it, the worse it is to have on your team or for your teammates. Let's see. And we're abandoning that flank because we're not going to win it anyways, right? We can win this side. We want to do it as quickly as possible. Get all these guys over here that are bogged down over here to turn around and deal with the other shit. I mean, we got all the caps, so we're going to have a nice score lead. The problem is we're going to have these destroyers running amok, you know, kind of unchecked. Our Yudachi's going to be dead any second from now. Our Bismarck, or whatever that is going to be dead any second from now. So those are two powerful anti-destroyer tools that we're not going to have. This is the play this guy wants to make. He can drag our entire remaining team off out of relevancy here, and whether he's doing it knowingly or not doesn't matter. That's the play he's making. So we're not going to bother with that. Unfortunately, everyone on our team is going to chase him. He's probably going to kill them all one by one. So if I can kill this New Orleans, turn around, try and defend B, maybe we got a shot. But we're not gonna be able to clear these guys' attention. They're not doing any damage to him. Look at this Kagero. He's like, how can I win the game? Let me just get as far away from relevancy as possible. That's the answer to that question. Alright. So now we'll spam this. Let people know you're not doing what you need to do. They're going to ignore it. They're going to keep chasing that fucker, but at least we tried, right? It'll be another situation. Let's see if we can slow this down, because we've had a huge lead in score. If it takes these guys 5 minutes to kill me, and I can keep them off of C, I can keep them off of A potentially, then we still have a chance to win on score. But we can assume, you know, this is about a 220-point swing or whatever when all these guys die to that Amagi. And they will, one by one, die to him. Almost certainly. So it's a lot closer than you think it is, just by glancing up at the top right now. You have to kind of predict how is it going to play out, and then adjust your expectations from there. Yeah, the Yudachi same idea, Jeff. I mean, that one, I hope to God they never release that one again. Oh, wow, they got him. Meanwhile, caps are flipping. If the guy wants to sail off into irrelevancy, let him do it. By the time he realizes nobody's paying attention to him, he's going to turn around, sail back. The game's already over at that point in time. You got to stay focused on what is affecting the game. These guys flipping our advantage, which is the score, well, now it's getting interesting, you know. It wasn't interesting when it was 3-0. We already were going to kick the shit out of them. But they've flipped two caps. They're going to probably sink me, the lead ship, trying to deal with them. And we got two ships of our own on the moon. We got a Kagero, the worst place to have your team's only destroyer, and a battleship. Also not a good spot. So, I mean, maybe we try and go for the ram here just to make sure. I'm not 100% jazzed about that play, but I thought I was bleeding. My thinking was bleeding into me being the Scharnhorst. We're the Jambar. We don't need to ram. In fact, he should probably try and ram us. I was thinking if we're tier 6, we can take the tier 7 out. Yeah, we're gonna try and bail out of this and see if we can stay alive. It's doubtful, but it's possible. Now we're losing 600 every second. Got 17 seconds. I'm no math guy, but I don't think we're gonna live. It's gonna be real close. Oof. Alright. So now what we want to do is try and get them to chase us. They're going to have a hard-on for torping battleships. You know, even if they capture C, if we don't lose any ships, I don't think they can win on score. They're going to make it closer than it should have been, but I think they need the actual points from sinking ships. Now, we're a 100-point swing. We're probably going to go down. They could probably gun us down. They got Tashkent Z-23. Those guys should be able to gun me down. And then if you add in 3 caps generated points, it's going to be pretty goddamn close. But again, these guys cannot get back in the game. And that's why you don't put your fucking ship on the moon. Unless there's one ship left and you're chasing them all the way over there, that's an irrelevant position. The game's always going to be one in between. You draw a circle or an oval around the caps. That's the fucking consequential zone. Those guys are 5 squares away from the consequential zone. You don't want to do that. You don't want to fall for those tricks. This guy is playing with fire. Luckily for him, I was refusing to load HE because I don't want to keep shooting HE for the first salvo every game. I mean, what we really need this guy to do is not get close to him. I should stop asking for help because he's going to be flying up there. Again, these guys should kill me, you know. So if they kill me and the destroyer, well, now we're in trouble, you know what I'm saying? That's the kill shot on us. Ah, the Kagero's chiming in with the guns now. That's... oh. We'll see. I still think we got the points, but... pretty good example of, you know, you don't play the caps for the first 10 minutes. You kind of can't win those games a lot of times. That red team should win this game. They just need 10 more minutes to do it. Because Kagero, between those two, they gun them down if they shoot their guns. They got 2 shit. I don't know why the guy's still alive, frankly. They should be shooting the shit out of him. Oh, they're trying to torp him. Okay. They do that, then they just swarm the Scharnhorst. Torp, 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 torp. If they got enough time, they win that game. You know. Anyway. HE, no, we've done it 3 or 4 times today where I line up a great Hegon type salvo and then HE comes out of the barrels, so I really don't want to load HE at those endgame situations. That's too bad for the red team, but they did, you know, again, if you concede caps early, you're just making it very hard, almost impossible in some cases to win the game. So you can feel bad for them for running out of time, but they did it to themselves. Anyway, that's a lot of instructive lessons on both sides of the ball there. Pretty poorly played game. I mean, this guy gets rewarded with a killer score. Probably had a great game overall. He got 3 kills, but torping the ship on the border, irrelevant. And then going back and getting yourself killed, risky. You know, luckily it worked out for him. Anyway. One of the giveaways. We did one. We're going to do final one here for PlayStation users for today's giveaways. Then my advice, stay tuned to Twitter, the Discord, and the comment sections in the videos for this week. We'll probably distribute the rest of the crates and maybe even a couple premiums here and there through those methods this week, and then probably look for maybe 4 or so premium ships next weekend on Saturday is the plan currently. If that for some reason changes, I'll let you guys know immediately as soon as I am aware of the change. But I'm planning on 10:30 Central Time next weekend. So, PlayStation players, we do 1 entry. Don't spam it. Don't sign into different accounts. If I see the same username, you know, multiple times, that's a DQ. But PlayStation players, give me 1 number between 1 and 500, and then to the right of that, put your gamer tag spelled correctly on PlayStation. No spelling errors, no duplicates, none of that goofball stuff. Can you have a ship? Only if you win the giveaways, which will be going on for over the course of the next week. Hey, Zarkun. Pretty good lessons learned game. Yeah, there was a lot of juicy info there. There was just a lot of plays that are extremely common that are conducive to losing the games. Like that was a nail biter toward the end. And again, all they needed was 5 more minutes, and we would have for sure lost that game. They just dug themselves too big of a hole. What number won the Xbox? I think it was like 286 or something like that. And Trip Deuce 383 won that one. I got a website that just generates random numbers, so I just click it. We already got the number here. Well, I'll give you guys a couple minutes. PlayStation only. Xbox already happened today. We're going to have plenty of more Xbox prizes, plenty more PlayStation. This particular one, if you give me an Xbox name and you win, you're not going to get the prize, and you're just going to make it more work for everyone because I'm going to have to go back and reissue a makeup prize. So please don't do that if you're Xbox. PlayStation this time around. No duplicate entries. Alright, we got a pretty close. Now, ooh. Let's see, that one's. Alright, we got a new leader. Got the Lennon. I got it on loan. I don't think I still have the Lennon. Oh, wait, I still do, yeah. They haven't taken that one back yet. That's not me earning that. That's me getting it on loan, and then eventually they'll take it away. This is for big Santa crate, yes, this particular one. We're going to have ships and more crates throughout the course of the week with an emphasis on next Saturday. So if you don't win today, stay tuned. Thank you, Toki. Okay, I think give you just a couple more seconds here. Eli, if you don't have an account yet, then I don't know. I'd probably sign up for an account. Need a text disclaimer. All right. Well, give you just a couple more seconds. Yeah, if you don't strike gold this first round, don't worry. We got plenty more giveaways coming down the pipe. All right. So we got this winner. We got Dean. We got Viper 975135, I believe. Congratulations, Dean. Copy and paste. Hopefully you wrote it down properly. PlayStation crate. There we go. Oop. All right. Congratulations, Dean. But yeah, if you're not on the Discord, you're not on the Twitter, you're not a sub of the YouTube channel. I mean, those are the routes you're going to be seeing most of the prizes over the next few days. Well, into the next weekend. So, yep, thank you, Carlos. Appreciate that. Yeah, put your number in once. We don't need when the giveaways are going on, try not do a bunch of messages over and over and over again. It just makes counting them harder. What do you win? This prize was a big Santa crate. So again, if you won, what was the number? It was $479. Yeah, we'll be doing more giveaways. Your account got dropped. What's the Discord and Twitter? If you go to the description in this, you can just click on the links and join directly. Discord is, I think the thing's called Table. Let's see, yeah, it's just called Table. But to join it, you're going to need the link in the description. Twitter, what's my Twitter name? See, I'm just trying to get enough followers on there and then figure out what to do with Twitter. I actually don't know how to do it very well. T-Bowl Gaming on Twitter. Yeah, hopefully those links are in the description. If they're not, you can go to any video on my channel. Thank you, Dean. Appreciate that. But yeah, if you guys win, again, it's for sure going to be over a week because the giveaways are going to go on through next weekend. So we're not going to submit the names until all the giveaways are given up. And then we're going to say it's probably going to be a week from next Wednesday would be the latest I would expect to see them. My money's on next Monday, a week from Monday. You'll start to get the prizes. Usually they put them in pretty quickly when we submit, but we're adding work to their already busy day. We're not going to be rude and demand that they drop everything and do what we tell them to do because we're not their employer and we don't boss them around. They're helping us out by giving us the prizes. So anyway, that's probably going to do it for today, guys. Appreciate that. Again, the plan next Saturday and then giveaways throughout the week. And I want to get some feedback from you guys on tomorrow's video because I'm going from the 720 to the 1080, hopefully, and I believe the sound should be better. The mic audio should be better as well. So if you remember to give me feedback on that tomorrow, on tomorrow's video, I'd appreciate that because I want to see. Whoa. There's gonna be a little bit of a learning curve, but I think I worked on the video for about 6 hours yesterday. Normally they take me about 2 hours if I'm lucky. So kind of learning on the fly, but anyway, stay tuned for that. Thank you, Andrew. That's very nice of you to say. Appreciate that. We got Tube Light, we got Carlos, we got Jay, we got Luke, Fandango, all donating today. Thank you guys very much for this financial support of the channel. It means quite a bit to me. Helps me out quite a bit. Sounds like Twitter's blowing up, so welcome everyone that's on Twitter. Jake, new member. Appreciate that, Jake. Thank you for becoming a member. If you want to become a member of the channel, you can always hit that join button next to the subscribe button, or that link is in the description as well. WG does a great job supporting the game. Yeah, I'd agree. I've been pretty impressed.